Well, happy New Year! Are you looking for something different to do in 2026? Well, the Believe Retreat is holding portal parties. Darn it, Francine! I knew I was gonna stumble on that. I almost said, well, you know, porta potties. But anyway,
Yeah, bring
hey,
me out.
Francine.
It's
Hey,
not a porta potty, it's a portal party.
so we're going to be talking a little bit more about what the heck that is and why you want to be there. And we also have a very special guest today, which I'm going to bring on and introduce to you.
Hi.
Oh, hey, Aaron. This is Aaron Anomalous, as he's often found online. But we brought him on to introduce you because he's one of our new collaborators. So, on this day of celebration, we are celebrating having somebody else along for the ride with us that has a story to tell that is going to have a lot of impact on people. Hey, Aaron,
Hello,
welcome.
happy to be here.
So, before we get too much further, let's make sure that people know who you are, a little bit about you. Just give them a little taste of who's Aaron. What do you do? What have you been up to?
Nothing but trouble for most of my life and seeking nothing but for myself most of my life. And it's put me into a lot of very horrible situations. And it's caused me to cause harm to myself and the world and the people in the world. And now I am just flipping the polarity of my life and learning how to be kinder to myself and others. And I found one of the best ways is just to tell people the story of my life. It's not a big deal to me because I have simply walked it. And to this moment, I have been surviving it. Along the way, somewhere early on, I started to express my emotions through music, guitar, lyrics, singing, and songwriting. And I have been trying to express that to the world to this day.
And I've listened to some of your songs. They are really good.
Oh, and he does some really cool animation stuff too, which is
Ooh,
a super creative way to introduce music to people, I think. I love that idea.
I like the idea of animation things.
I didn't want to
All
show
of a
my
sudden I see Francine's like gears turning. She's like, could we turn my book into a cartoon?
I just ordered 500 of these today.
Really? Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. I want one. I'm gonna have to have one of those.
Yes, they. I don't know how long it's going to take to get here. It took months to get the sample, but I ordered 500 of these guys today.
Oh my
did you
gosh,
make
I'm
that?
pretty excited about this.
Did you make that, Francine?
I did not know. He is Sparkle Feathers, and he is the character in my children's book.
Nice.
So Aaron and I have been working together, and I said, hey, Aaron, you should come collaborate with us over on this other project. And all Aaron knew, pretty much, was that he had a story to tell, and we were going to give him a way to tell it. And that there was going to be interviews on a podcast and stuff like that, which you do like some like little movies and stuff right now too. So you're doing like acting and stuff. So these interviews and stuff, they're not too outside of your comfort zone where you're at right now, right? Right?
I'll let you know afterwards. I don't know where my comfort zone is these days. If I agree to do something and I realize that, oh, I'm going to be on camera, well, billions of people will be seeing this.
Please,
Billions.
let's hope millions of people will see this. Yes, please.
No, Francine, he said billion. Billion.
Billions.
Yeah.
My friend Anna just said that would be amazing.
I
Yes,
agree
Anna, it
because
would.
the whole purpose of why we're streaming every week is a reminder to everybody that it's okay to slow down. Because when you do, hey, guess what? A lot of other things start speeding up. You start seeing opportunities you didn't see before. You're enjoying your day instead of being like, oh my gosh, can we just get to Friday already and wishing your life away. These are small intentional habits that you build, and it's not easy because out there in the world, it's hustle, hustle, hustle. If you have time to lean, you have time to clean. Come on, there's a bunch more out there. But they're
I
like
have
all
a
over the place, right?
I
What's
have a
yours?
question.
Oh, okay.
Anna, my friend Anna wants to know where can we find Aaron's music?
Ooh, Aaron, do you see a spot that says private chat, or you could send it to me so that we can put it in the live stream chat?
Sure, I'll give you my YouTube link. I I basically only operate these days out of YouTube and TikTok, but I will send the YouTube link.
Okay.
It gets the least amount of attention right now.
If you need to know anything about Instagram, my friend Anna can help you out. She is the Instagram expert of my children's authors group.
Well, I will tell you
Ooh.
what I know about Instagram. I know that I just recently shut it off, and I'm about 2 years Facebook sober,
Ooh.
Oh.
maybe 2.5. I haven't. I don't count the days, but I stay off of those because they've become toxic in my environment.
Ah.
You've been doing really good on TikTok, though, right? You've been building your stuff over on TikTok?
Yeah, from time to time, it just depends. I don't push anything right now. I haven't pushed anything right now. The last song I released, "Let It Go," I released it and I told myself I'm not going to work on this because I already worked on it and I gave it to the world. I shouldn't have to do work. If God wants it to get out there, then God will put it in the algorithm. But I have other things to do, like heal and not stress. So I'm actively. That's why I got off of Instagram. I realized that this is a waste of my time. I don't care about this stuff, and I care about the creations. But the more I'm on this computer or my phone, the less I'm tapped in to God and the less I create. And I realize now it's all about trying to get things out in the world where they say, well, if you're not on the internet, then you're not going to have a presence. And I don't believe that. I believe that it's not going to always be here for everybody.
Well,
And
you do have a presence, though. You have TikTok and you have YouTube. You don't have to be on every
just those two.
platform. Yeah.
That's all
But
I'm actively.
also,
And MLI.
or I should say, and also, it doesn't matter if those places are not the places where you want to promote your stuff because you shouldn't be doing it all by yourself anyway. That's part of the problem with rolling up in the hustle culture is you think that you have to do all of it yourself. You're wearing all the hats yourself. So for you, Aaron, that area of promoting is not where you want to be. And you've identified because you've taken the time to slow down and see what is important to you and see what gives you energy and what's taking away from your energy. So, with that in mind, as you move forward with the things that you want to do, you know that you need your team to focus on that kind of stuff. And there's other people out there that feed and off of the interactions on social media and the stuff there. They can navigate the negativity differently. Um, So it's all about finding other people that have different strengths than you that are all kind of heading in the same direction. And everyone can win from a collaboration situation like that. So that's part of why I'm really glad that you're here, because that's part of what we're showing people with this kind of storytelling. So we all have a story to tell, and rather than I took the time to write the story myself, and then I've got to find my editor, and then I've got to go find somebody to publish it and figure out how any of all of that works and pay for it all myself and all of this. This collaboration project is an opportunity for all of us to kind of stick our toe in a little bit, see what this is all about, learn about the process before a huge investment is made individually, not just in money, but time. Because don't know about all that stuff. There's going to be so much to learn. But if we do it together as a team, the people that know about each of the sections in the process of this are going to lead the way. And they're going to show the rest of us the way that it works.
For instance,
And
we have an
oh,
expert editor who is going to do our editing work. And we have a publisher who is going to do all the formatting for us. And he's going to help us promote the book. There are independent authors out there who do it all themselves. And I give them all the credit in the world because I want to do the creative stuff. I don't want to do the tech stuff. I don't want to do the stuff that isn't fun. So that's why I surround myself with the people who have fun doing that kind of stuff.
yes, exactly. So another thing to celebrate with the power of team. So I want to get back to we basically just pulled Aaron off the street and he was like, okay, I have a story to tell, and that's about all I know about this. So Aaron, tell me, with only having that very small amount of information, why did you decide you were going to go along for the ride and do this?
Well, initially, I was not going to go along with the ride. That was just my first reaction after reading your email. And I walk through the park twice a day. Been doing it for a very long time now because the park is literally 3/4 of a mile from my house in the center of San Antonio. And it's the zoo is connected to the park. It's a very lively area and really good energy. And I spend a lot of time there healing and creating. So I was at the park and I decided to sit down and write because I've written my story, my first chapter, many times, many times, and typed it out. And they're somewhere in my vast array of hard drives. So I already knew basically how to tell the story. It's just now telling it in the moment. So I wrote it down. I didn't count it, but it's at least 1,200 words. It's probably 1,201, but counting. So I wrote it, and then I typed it when I got home and read it back again, and then realized that, well, no, I really definitely don't want to do this. So I meditated for a few minutes upon it, and then I just said, well, let me just press send to Heidi, and it's too late after that. And then I changed my mind about 3 days later, and I said it's too late after that. So I haven't decided to do this. I'm just here. I'm not saying against my will, but I actually said, no, I'm not going to do it. And I pressed send and I showed up. So whatever that means in my inverse world, that's how I ended up here.
Do you know what that means? That means you're going to be a best-selling author next year.
Ah, it's true.
So let it be
And
written,
so
let it be done.
let it be written. Oh gosh, I love it. Okay, so Francine, we've been telling people about these portal parties, and we've got one
Not a
coming up
porta
on
potty,
Friday.
not a porta potty, a portal party. And what this concept is, I do these idea incubators where you come in with an idea and you get feedback on it, and we do brainstorming and we help you get this idea into something that is doable. Well, then I started thinking that just doesn't sound fun. And it is fun, but it doesn't sound fun. So I'm changing this concept a little bit. We are just going to come and have a party, and for an hour, hour and a half, we're going to get together in a Zoom room, and we're going to talk about what we're doing, and we're going to bounce ideas off of each other. And we're going to celebrate success. And when this happens, it opens up new neural paths in your brain that will help you say, you know what? That was a good idea, but whoa, I could take this to the next level. And I think that every time I go into a group of people and have a conversation, just like what we're having right now, it opens up new paths in my brain to think of new and better ideas. And that's what I want to do, is bring people together where we could all, I was just about to say pick at each other's brains, but in a way, that is what we will be doing, because I am going to ask Erin a question right now. Erin, when you were writing your story, did it ever occur to you that somebody might not understand it because they're your feelings?
It occurred to me that somebody won't care about anything about my part of the story. They'll only care about their beliefs and what they're against in me playing the villain role of my story. Because I have experienced people like that. I don't care what you did, or how much you apologize, or how accountable you were for whatever you did. I don't like what you did, therefore I don't like you for the rest of your life. There's a lot of humans like that. So I really wrote it in the manner that I wanted people to be clear that I'm not the victim. I'm just I'm basically a pawn in the game of life, and this is just the story of me. And I called the story the Book of Aaron because of that.
Would it change your story at all to have the support of a team behind you saying, wow, that is awesome that you were able to do that? I can't believe that you went through all of that, and you are this fun and energetic person now. Could that change your story any, if somebody would say, I want to know more about how you got there and how you got out of it?
Since 2018, well, from 2018 up until around 2020-ish, 21, maybe 22, I had a local record label in San Antonio. I probably recorded 40 or 50 artists. I don't even know. I put about 35 of them out live over the time. And I basically have told my whole story within a 20-minute period to everybody stepping in there, because I handpick people. I would handpick artists and bring them in because of the inspiration that they gave me. And I had to let them know why I'm doing it, which involves telling my story of how I got to that place. And I got really good at telling that story and then watching people react, because I've also learned that dumping my story, my particular Aaron story, on people does a few things. Some people don't care. Some people really have a deep emotion, and some people start crying, like feeling pain. And then I'm not feeling pain, they are. So I've learned that from that point, it's just my responsibility to simply bring it back around to understand, for them to understand that you're here because of all the chaos. It's created this opportunity for you. So along that path, and through my former professional success of doing the circuit that I was doing as an artist for the cannabis community in Texas, I had a lot of people talk at me after hearing my story. I've heard it all, and I've heard all sorts of stuff for a very long time, for the last 20 years or so. So it honestly doesn't make a difference when people support my story or not, because I've learned that my story doesn't even make a difference. It only makes a difference to those it affects, and that's when it's medicine. And that's really all I'm concerned about. Anytime somebody wants to help in anything that I've been involved in, that's always the best, because it just means that somebody believes in something that I'm providing, and that they're recognizing that as value. And that's where I long to be in this world. So I suppose, yeah, it would help.
And that's what I wanted you to say, is that hearing how you have an effect on other people is energizing to somebody who wants to write. Somebody who has writer's block can get over that writer's block by just hearing somebody say, "Ooh, I want to know more about that."
It's like being transported through a portal into a
Yeah,
whole new space. We're talking creativity and imagination here, people. This is how you make neural pathways.
right. Well, and Heidi, when we did our brainstorming session, which was basically just the party portal, because all we did was talk through your story, didn't you have an epiphany from that that really got you started writing?
Oh, yeah, because what I see in myself and others all of the time is we get stuck in our own like little creative rut, and we've just dug ourselves in so deep that it's like, I have no idea how to get out of this. And sometimes just talking it through, I mean, I've even talked stuff through where the other person isn't completely even listening to me and just making like listening noises. And sometimes that is what I needed. I needed just another person to be a sounding board. And I can get unstuck by myself. Man, that stuff's going to sit on the shelf for a while. It's not going to get done.
I want to tell this little story. Someone wanted me to write her story. And I'm thinking, well, I don't know how this would work in a children's book. And I didn't know how to do it. And then I met with somebody else an hour later, and she asked me, "Have you ever done a dedication in your children's book?" And I thought, you know what? I could take that story that Elizabeth asked me to write and dedicate it to her father in my children's book. So I think of my whole existence as a party portal, because in every conversation I have, I never know when my next great idea will come, because these were two separate conversations, two separate people, two totally separate uh, subjects, but one led to another. So if you come into a party portal, you never know what new idea you will get, or the great feeling of knowing that you helped somebody else.
And, if you've just been doing the same old stuff over and over and over again, it might be worth it to mix it up a little bit and just try something a little bit different. My parents are recently retired, and I keep telling them this. Go try something new you haven't tried before. It's fine. It just
I
try it.
bet they
And
have
so what I
stories to
love
tell.
about these I can't say it, party portals is that you can just come and try it out and see what it's like and see if you really did have a good time. I know I love these kind of collaboration sessions. I mean, we had like a little mini session when Aaron came in and we were talking about his animations, and then all of a sudden I saw Francine's brain just open up for a second.
Right?
Did everybody else see it? Like I saw it like clear as day. It was like the little like thought bubble like popped up and look. So that is exactly what we're talking about. Maybe who cares where you're stuck in right now? Come hang out with us. It's Friday, 2 p.m., right?
Friday at
Francine?
2 p.m. If you want it, just put Party Portal in the comments and I will get that link to you.
All right, excellent. And we will also make sure to do a post for that on our website with the link.
I was just thinking too, if you're watching this in the replay after Friday, just put Party Portal in the comments because I'm going to be scheduling these maybe 2 or 3 a week. And I want to know what time is good for you. I've had them at 10 o'clock on a Tuesday morning. I've had them on Saturdays and Sundays. This one is on Friday. Let me know when you're available if you want to attend one of these parties. And I will schedule one to your convenience and then invite everybody to come along.
Ah, yes, I've done that before too. It works pretty nicely. It's like, "Ooh, I got one person. Let's see who else can come at this time."
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
And you know what? If you're the only one who shows up, then you and I'll just have our own little party.
That's right. You can have a party with two people for sure.
Absolutely.
Well, Aaron, thank you so much for joining us today and giving everybody a little bit of an introduction as to who you are. And I'm so glad that you decided that you were going to join us,
I can't
that
wait
you
to
got
read
through
your
all of the.
story. I really can't. Now that I've met you, I cannot wait to read your story.
Well, it's been a pleasure, and Heidi has it in her email, so as soon as she gets it to you.
Well, then we've got lots of work to do on that thing. So it's going to be very exciting. It makes me think, oh my goodness, I should probably work on my story this week. Yet another benefit of being part of this collaboration is you got somebody to go, oh, maybe it's time to work on that project again, huh? So, with that being said, if you can conceive it, you can believe it, and you can achieve it.
From the head to the heart to the hands. Yes,
Yes, you
you
can.
can. Yeah.
All right, you guys, we will see you next week. And party portal in the comments
Party
to
Portal
party with us
Friday.
this year.
Or just put
Yeah.
party in the comments. I'll know what that means.
All right. Well, until next time.